What I'm about to show you is the most cringe 10 minutes of hardcore raiding you're probably going to ever see. So this video has since been taken down and you're going to see why, but I got it. So we are going to go over this video. This is, first of all, being raid led by Drex. I don't really know this person, but I know a lot of people who do, and they don't like the guy. I think there are times when he's saying relevant things, although he does do a lot of yelling. And I'm not against yelling because I kind of like being yelled at by my raid leader. Is that weird? Is that like a kink? I like to be yelled at. Anyways, the raid leader is going to have multiple WoW crashes, and instead of stopping, they just keep on going. And you know, the raid is a sea of Valor shoulders and True Strike shoulders and Upper Blackrock Spire pre-raid Bisque gear. It's wild what they're even attempting here. So let's get into the footage, and I'm going to commentate as we go, things that they could have done a little bit differently, but mostly we're just watching this for the memes. Like, it's kind of hilarious. Hardcore does not need Tiny Violin or any Griefer or any Judgment Day BS like that, because they can grief and kill themselves just fine. All right, let's get into the footage. So here we are. This is clearing towards Patrick, and there's all these little slimes. These little slimes move really, really slow. It's a fixed speed, moves really, really slow. They will probably kill you in one hit if they touch you. So you just kite them back slowly, no problem.
Fatting and coming to me. Fatting and coming to me. Get away from the ads. Get away from, it's a one shot.
That spell.
Come back, Neely. Like, when I'm pulling it back, like, don't rip, please. Everybody stack. Stack, stack, stack. What are you doing? Subnot, have you played this game before? No.
AoE
it's a
guys.
fucking one shot.
AoE guys. AoE
On
guys.
me, please. Oh, I just DC'd. Somebody bought me.
So the main tank and Rayleigh just disconnected. You can see him right here. He's been bopped. So that's going to prevent any of these guys from targeting him. And there are other ways that they can remove the target from him. A hunter can do a distracting shot, which is like a ranged taunt. Well, it's not a taunt. It's more like a fixate, like a mocking blow. And then, you know, these things, they just target people randomly. So mostly they're just hoping that he's not going to get targeted. Let's keep playing the clip here.
Critical error. Take it away from me. Take it away from me. Get the ads away from me.
Get away from him. Get away from him.
Get away from me.
Pulling him away.
Come on, guys, run. None are on you. None are on you.
Mark somebody. Mark. Come on, guys. Get together.
Fucking critical error. Get him away from me.
Follow X. Just follow X. Follow X.
Holy shit.
You can see way back there, there's one person who's not following the group, and they could get targeted by a slime and potentially run it to this guy here.
That's a one shot too if it hits me.
You're good. You're good.
You're good.
Well, I almost used my symbol today. That would have been cringe, dude.
All right, AoE guys, come on. Can we get some traps down, some slow? Like, I have no blizzards. I have nothing going on. Like, please, come on.
Or
This
just
is really embarrassing. Like, Ferdeb, like, walking into stuff. Like, I have no hunter traps being dropped. Like, nothing in pathway. On me, please. On me. On me. Everybody on me. Drop a hunter trap. Get a blizzard down. Like, come on.
None of the mages in this raid should have improved blizzard talented. You need this talent point to cause your blizzard to slow things. These mobs are not affected by slows. They move very slowly all on their own, which is good because sometimes it takes some time to kill them. So putting anything that's going to slow down is actually not going to do anything. They're immune to slow, but they move very slow.
But by the time we kill these, they're going to be respawning.
Yep.
Like, this is bad. Finish those up, please. Let's go. Let's go. Get away. Get away. Get away. Good.
They do respawn after a period of time. Whether they would respawn during the kill phase, you would have to take a really long time to kill them, but it did take a long time for these people to kill them. You've got like 5 mages that they should be able to unload on these, but anyways, it didn't happen, and miraculously they didn't die. So what would you do here if you're the raid leader and your World of Warcraft just had this like this crazy error? Do you say, guys, I don't want to risk my character, we're gonna call it for today, I'm sorry, or do you keep going? Well, they kept going, so let's continue on with the video. With this next catastrophe, I'm not sure how no one died.
Anything yet? Start drinking. All right, re-get your food buff.
So you can see in the bottom right, a bunch of the other mobs have been killed, and they're moving on to the next pack here. These packs have a big aggro range. If you go much further than, say, Star, you're going to pull them. And you see this guy here, he pulls them, and then the raid leader yells at him, which, I mean, who wouldn't be angry at the person who pulled?
Dude, Abraxas, what the fuck are you doing? I'm AoE shouting.
He calls out that he AoE shouts. You can see a lot of people are panicking. They're running. They're freaking out. They are at very low health. A couple people have been topped up, healed up, but it's a little bit of panic setting in here.
AoE shouting, AoE shouting, AoE shouting. Keep me topped. Keep me topped. Top yourselves off. Abraxas, what the fuck are you doing, mate? Get people top. Get people top.
Lighting totem.
Kicks. Totem. Totem.
So the Abomination drops a lightning totem. It also fears. It needs to die immediately. The fact that it's still alive this long is kind of nutty. The lightning totem will just wreck your raid. And right now the raid is split in two. If you don't know, when you stand in this slime, it doesn't really do a lot of damage to you, but what it does do is it reduces your attributes by 90%. And then when you step out of it, your attributes are back to 100%, but your health stays low. Sort of like when you have resurrection sickness and it fades, but suddenly your maximum health increases, you stay at your current health. Does that make sense?
Get the monstrosity. Get over here, guys. Get over here. AoE shout, move in. AoE shout, move in. AoE shout, move in. You should.
There's another fear. I called it an abomination. It's a monstrosity, and it's still wreaking havoc.
Never ran back across. It's the worst thing you could have done.
That's
Get over here, please. Lightning totem. Lightning totem. Lightning totem. Kill the monstrosity. When I fucking say pay attention to me, I fucking mean it, dude. You constantly want to miss position. Stop doing that stuff. Pay attention to where I'm at, and we execute. Kill the mad scientist, please. Everybody who ran backwards, that was not what you were supposed to do. We engage. We shout. We make plays. Oh, man.
I agree that we should engage and make plays and like work as a team. He didn't give the greatest calls. I'm okay with sort of giving people shit if they know what they should be doing. Like, let's say you are a group of 40 people who are like absolute masters of Naxxramas. You don't necessarily have to call out all the minutia, all the basic stuff. And I suppose there's room for yelling at someone, giving them shit, calling them out. A lot of high-end raid guilds, there's very little talking because they've done it again and again and again. Everyone's got the same role. They know what they're doing. And a lot of guilds, like I believe Five Sunders Please says like our first 15 minutes of Nax, like no one even says a word. They just do it. Like there ideally is not a lot to say, but that's not this raid. This raid is full of people who are not experienced in Nax, which is wild. Imagine, oh, I want to do hardcore Nax. I've never even done Nax, really. Like, I'm pretty sure half these people have never killed Kel'Thuzad. And the reason I say that is some of the people who Frontier killed the first hardcore KT with, the first official hardcore KT, a lot of those people had never killed KT before. And it's just wild. You know, there's so many little mechanics that for someone like myself who's done Nax twice a week for 2 years, it's just like, okay, we got this. But for a lot of these people, there's things that they just don't know because they don't have the experience. And if he's not telling them every single thing they have to do, they're not going to do what he wants them to do. I get his frustration, but...
Anyone got an extra Titans?
Murder,
Fucking
you
ridiculous, man.
literally have 1 HP, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
You can hear that guy, his voice is shaking like, oh, it is what it is. He was at like 1 health, or at least 1 HP, or sorry, 1% HP, very, very, very low. And he petried. Now he's asking for a Titan's Flask, saying like, yo guys, I had to petri to survive that. So no one died that pack. That's kind of... All right, so Patchwork is approaching. As you probably know, Patchwork is like a fight that requires healers to put out some big heals, and tanks are going to get slammed. Do you think you should be attempting any fights like that when your main tank has disconnected once so far? What's the worst that could happen? Let's find out.
Can do it. Who has it?
Oh, y'all don't have salve on Warriors.
Get back, please. Meatball, please. What are you even doing there?
I gotta show him.
I've got critical error again. What the fuck is going on?
What do we do here?
Preparing for the pull, he gets a critical error. That's not, you know, foretelling of anything that's about to happen.
Fine. I'm fine. But we're not close enough to pull, or shouldn't be.
We just distracted
Distract
him, so
him?
hopefully
Yeah,
get back in.
distract.
Chain distract, please.
Patchwork want to play.
Do not hit before me. Okay, let's go. Nano, do not generate more rage than me. And tank. Melee, you can start going. If I critical error, Woke, you need to do something with your threat. If I critical error, I need another warrior to get 4th threat, and I need you guys, Milk Bear, I need to make sure you guys get 4th in threat, and you keep people top.
He's putting his petri on his bark. He's just like, I feel like I'm going to have to petri soon. It is good that they're kind of talking about what should they do if he critical errors. That is good. But the fact that you're planning around your critical error is like, oh my gosh. You're really playing with death here.
Marbling. Mine's active. I'm going to call for M-Tanks here shortly. M-Tank, go ahead and do it, please.
Marbled out.
Resist or no?
Nope.
It's not tracking for me.
I saw the debuff on his head. It worked.
Okay, Nano Rage.
One.
Yeah, yours landed. Yours did. Okay. Punky, get ready. Punky. Good, it's landed. Slater, you're on deck.
Let's drop that.
Slater. Slater. Good. Jimmy into Supnod. Jimmy, get ready. Jimmy. Resisted. Supnod, go. Good. Supnod's landed. It's going to be high critical error again.
So two things. He just critical errored, and also a warrior just last standed. You should never last stand in this fight, because what that's going to do is the way that Patchwork hateful strikes work is he's going to prioritize hitting the person with the most health. If you last stand, now you're saying, hey, I've got way more health. He's going to just hateful strike you instead of the other guy most of the time. That could be bad. And he just critical errored. Oh my gosh.
Do not pass me and threat him, tank. Do not pass me and threat him, tank.
I heard you. I heard you.
I went ahead and I didn't.
They are kind of okay, by the way, because as long as his disconnected character is auto-attacking and generating some threat, the boss, it's a stationary boss. They don't have to move. It's not kiting. It's okay. They can manage.
Marbles because I'm left for something odd.
Use marbles
back.
liberally.
Let me know when you're back.
I just use the marbles just because of the DC. Just back up.
Going in
Are you
right
back?
It's about to run off right now. Remarble?
I marbled.
Doesn't look like there's a debuff on the boss.
I tried. You guys.
Remarble, someone.
Finish it. Come on.
I need more mana.
Zapper on in right.
Now this is when you last stand in shield wall to take all the hatefuls, which is what the other person did. They shield walled, and now they are going to be taking all those hatefuls, but they have shield wall up, so they're going to take less damage because he's enraged, and so that's just the safe thing to do.
Zapper now.
Finish it, you guys. Come on, 70k.
Now, I think it's kind of amazing to look at the gear these people are wearing. With hardcore, you kind of have to take whoever you can get, and you might be not taking the best people, not taking the most geared people. Honestly, it's kind of wild that some of these people are in Nax. Maybe they need to dial it back a little and say, okay, we need to re-gear the raid a bit better so we can go to Nax a bit more prepared. Do some more Molten Core, Blackwing Lair, etc. But, you know, every raid, everything that they do is a risk that they die. It's just constant in and out, this revolving door. Oh, somebody died this raid. We have to replace them. How many people from a month ago are still alive in this raid? I don't know. But anyways, look at some of the gear these people have. So the main tank is using Kel Sorar here. Buru Skull Fragment. Some decent gear, but some of this stuff is gear from AQ20 still, and ZG. It's kind of wild, some of the gear. They do have some other really good, like these hunters are using blue crossbows. There, he's using a teleporter trinket. He doesn't even have like Jed's trinket or a ZHC. It's kind of wild. Like this is a very, like he's just in blues.
Do not hit it. Get away. No.
Yo, bubble, please.
So this is like the Frogger slimes you've all experienced or heard about, and they will one-shot you. They do like more than 100,000 damage, and it's not terribly difficult to just navigate through them and dodge them. You just got to keep a good distance on your left and your right, and be very careful with strafing. Now, I've seen a lot of people die here, so some people like to be extra safe, and this makes sense to do so on hardcore, is have their paladin bubble, pop the slimes, and then people can walk through safely with a really big gap. However, when an explosion is triggered, that explosion can hit people nearby, and what you're going to see is people with like a pixel away from that explosion range. And the fact that no one dies here, I can't even understand it. it was so haphazard. People are just like running, following the paladin so close. We just gotta watch this. It's crazy.
Bubble. Next paladin, bubble. Don't
Speak at
bubble.
that one.
Do
I
not
got
blow
this
it up next to people, please. What the fuck are you guys doing?
Oh my
Run quickly,
God.
please. Go. Sorry.
Please hurry up, you guys.
You guys.
What
got
are you
fucking
guys
brain.
doing,
Holy
bro?
shit.
I can't. Some of you are just actually retarded.
Yeah, that was crazy. But it gets worse. We're gonna have our first death here. So let's talk about this pull here. These are fairly dangerous mobs because they do a lot of damage. They knock people in the air, and the fall damage is probably going to kill them if they get knocked up really high. And they also do a poison bolt volley that can get kicked. But you know what? They're susceptible to getting stunned. And so what we should have seen here is a stun, and then we wouldn't have any issues. But that didn't happen. Now there's two places to fight them. You can either fight them right here or in there. Now they're choosing to fight them in there. So in order to do that, what you should do is hug left and get all the way to here. You're not going to pull them. You're not going to aggro them. Then as a group, you go around the corner. You hodge them with hodge assignments. You stun them, kill them. Easy, no problem. But instead, people are just running straight forward them. That activates them. And then the tank pulls them where they need to go, but the healers don't follow. And they're way far behind. So they're not grouped up, which is an issue. Like I said, you could pull it here or go there. They're both fine. You just have to execute it properly. Let's watch the horror.
Underneath, these do a knockup that will kill you if you're in the middle of the rim.
So this guy's just fireballing instead of following.
Make sure to kick.
Another fireball cast.
I need to get topped off. Wait, what?
Main tank just dies because he's not getting healed. We have all these people back here. What are they doing? That kind of looks like a healer. Like you're in the wrong spot. Poorly executed. Really sad to see here.
What are you guys doing? Like seriously, man.
The person's backpedaling. You just saw them backpedal. They're kind of afraid. They need to be in there. Some people are green here because they didn't interrupt the poison bolt.
How are none of you on the backside?
What are we doing right now? Killing this ball.
Oh my god, man. How are you guys not paying attention? Like, what the fuck are you guys doing? I said get through and underneath.
I think this is an amazing picture to just show what people are playing with. Here we have your tier 0. These are True Strike shoulders. This is from Upper Blackrock Spire. These are Upper Blackrock Spire gear. This looks like an iron foam from Blackrock Depths. The gear they're wearing is nothing to be in awe of. I'm just in awe that they're in knacks with this crap, but it's not good gear.
None of you fucking listen. I didn't get a single heal for 8 seconds. Holy fuck, man. It's incredible. 10k HP, 7 seconds, not a single heal. Fucking embarrassing, man. You guys are too worried about walking forward and what's going on. Just fucking listen. Pay attention, do your job. That's all you have to do. Fucking again, man. Second time on patchwork, you guys I died for the stupidest fucking reason. Fuck's sake, man.
Sorry, Drax, man.
Just Boone. Boone and Arth. I'm not going forward. We have no piercing Hal. Like, it's just not even worth it. It would just fucking kill yourself.
So he says, Boone, Hearth, we're not going to continue. And then he changes his mind after dying, after multiple critical errors, after dying and losing a character. He gets on his priest.
Ready.
So here comes the polarity shift. Positives go here, negatives go here.
Polarity shift. Negatives left, positives towards the portal.
So Drex has negative. So here's all the positives going to the correct side. Here's a negative right here. These are negatives. They need to go that way. This is Drex. What happens when you have a negative in a sea of positives?
Positives towards the portal. Good
Well, you're going to see.
job. Max distance. Imitate. You're too close.
Guys,
What the hell? Just
Frax
I have
died.
positive.
Keep focusing, keep focusing.
Apparently his add-on said the wrong thing.
My game error.
focus, guys. Focus. Polarity shift soon.
My game error.
You gotta swap.
Watch your debuff. Watch your debuff.
So anyways, they kill the boss. There's no more issues until the boss dies. Ugh. The fight's over, but the mechanic is still active. What needs to happen after the boss dies is people spread out, because the charge, when it fades away, will do damage to nearby people. Now, these people look somewhat clumped-ish together. Look over here. There's a huge gap. Everybody could move. Everybody could move. They could spread out more, but they don't. And this person gets zapped.
Go with saving them.
What?
Just not my punky.
Imagine joining this raid, making it this far. You killed Thaddeus on hardcore. You're thinking to yourself, oh, maybe I can win the role. I could win the role on the helmet or something. And you die. That's the end of the raid. Yeah, so hardcore raiding is you know, but because with raiding you have to depend on so many other people. I'm not a fan of it. I enjoy the hardcore journey. It's fun to level that way. But to raid, that's when it starts to get a little weird for me. I'm much more enjoying speed running. You know, we speed run every week. Second in the world. That's fun to me. Sometimes we die. The stakes are like, can we improve on our time, rather than if I die, I delete my character. But hey, man, I get it. It's a thrill. But Tiny Violin doesn't need to grief hardcore players. They grief themselves. What did you think of this video? Comment below. Would you like to join this raid? I'm pretty sure Drex will have a new character leveled up, and you can join them. If you enjoyed the video, drop me a sub and a comment. I read and respond to each and every one. Catch me live on my Twitch channel, Dwarflord TV, to connect with me or say hi to me in game on any of my characters. Dwarflord out.